Resolution 15. Be it resolved that anything said to be policy must have a recorded motion in the minutes and be debated and voted upon by all delegates. Zone 7.
Moved by Rick McKnight, Zone 7. Seconded by Ted Ford, Zone 7. I would like to call on Rich Smith to clarify what the current position is on this and why it is so. It pleases the chair.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Thank you.
Thanks, and Rick, thanks for warning me that you were going to make that request. I appreciate the notice. I was at the meeting when this resolution was brought forward, and there was discussion then about how things happen here. The resolution effectively is saying that anything said to be policy would have to be set at a general meeting, because if it's going to be voted on by all delegates, the only time that all the delegates are together to vote on issues are the semi-annual general meeting and the annual general meeting. I would say that certainly we establish our broad policy directions at general meetings through resolutions, through directions from delegates. I would say that the bigger and the more important the policy, the more likely that it would come to the general meeting, but it's not done exclusively at general meetings. The board of directors is responsible for directing, setting the direction, and protecting the organization. And so the board has that responsibility, and at times the board would make decisions that would be said to be policy. So I would say that right now we're not exclusively doing policy at general meetings. Most of the major policies, and I would suggest that any significant change in policy direction would occur at a general meeting. But the board of directors does make decisions that would be said to be policy, and that's the responsibility of the board of directors. So that's where we are right now.
Rick, would you like to speak to that motion now?
Just open it up.
Seconder, please. Is there anyone in opposition to this motion, for the resolution? Go ahead.
Pat, under Zone 4, it seems to me that if we pass this motion, we automatically, or just by inference, say that we don't need to have a board meeting every month. Like, what are they going to do if they can't set any policies? No point in having a meeting.
Charlie Christie, Zone 5. I speak in opposition to this motion, or this resolution. You know, we're in a dynamic industry that changes, it's very fluid. We have to react to, you know, situations. We have to be flexible. Your board's elected to deal with these things. And the directors on the board are responsible back to their delegates to keep them informed and to get their opinions on certain things maybe before the board meeting, even during the board meeting, at any chance they get. So, you know, I think if we don't want to create a very cumbersome organization, we need to be kept flexible and nimble, and this wouldn't create that.
Seeing that we do have opposition, this is open to debate now.
Roland Kaya, Zone 9. My problem is there was one word in there, policy. We're going to get into the situation where somebody's going to say, well, this is policy, and somebody else is going to say, no, this isn't. And it gets to be really cumbersome. And I just don't want to go down that road. I don't have a problem with the rest of it in terms of, you know, having it reported. But we're going to go into definitions yet. We've got enough of those topics. That's not what we're doing.
Does this mean we want to make an amendment?
No.
Brian John with Zone 8. I think if every zone would send a director to a meeting, and every meeting, then you would have representation and we would need this motion.
Is there any other discussion Does the mover wish to speak? He waives his right. Can you read the resolution for me, please?
Be it resolved that anything said to be policy must have a recorded motion in the minutes and be debated and voted upon by all delegates. So said.
We will now go to the question. All in favor of this resolution? Again. Opposed? Motion is carried.